Let's start this video with the story of two friends, A and B. A and B graduated college together, and after their graduation, A joined an MNC as a Software Development Engineer 1 (SDE 1), while B went for MS in US in Computer Science. After 1.5 years, A got promoted to SDE 2, and then after a further 3 or 4 months, he got sent to the US on an L1 visa. B graduated MS after 2 years and joined the same MNC in the US as a Software Development Engineer 2 (SDE 2). So now, after 2 years, A and B are working in the same office for the same company at the same position. In the whole process, A saved some money, and actually A earned a lot of money, and B had to pay a lot of fee as tuition. So who do you think chose the right path? A, who went for a job, or B, who went for masters? This is the exact same question which was asked to me by my friend when we were discussing about master's plans. Take a moment to think about this. I'm going to come back to this and I'm going to address this at the end of this video. Before I begin, I would like to tell you that I'm hosting my first live session next week. The invites to this live session will be sent on my mailing list. The description is below. You can join the mailing list so that you are first to get the notifications, and you can join or you can register for this live session as soon as possible, because the session will be capped to about 20 people. In this session, you can just join the video call and you can ask me any question that you have about higher studies or career goals, and I'm going to answer it live then and there. So join the mailing list, link in description, so that you are the first one to receive notifications. There are no disadvantages of working before your higher education. Some people would say that you will save some time or money if you go for masters right after your undergrad, but in my opinion, if you get a good job, it is absolutely worth it. In fact, some programs like MBA, they require a work experience of 3 to 5 years before you can even apply. So in the larger scheme of things, spending 1 or 2 years working before you go for your MS or your PhD or your MBA is absolutely totally worth it. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons to support this. As always, you can scroll to any timestamp below if you are interested in a particular reason. Number 1, perspective. A lot of us have the wrong perception about a lot of jobs. For example, people say that if you are a software engineer, you will spend all your day sitting in a corner and coding. Not true. If you are a software engineer, yes, you will code, but the job also requires you being on a call, attending a lot of meetings, and doing a lot of documentation. So in this sense, if you work before your masters, it helps you clear out all such doubts. Also, a lot of us do not know what skills are required in a particular field to succeed. So unless we go and we work, we will not be sure about what skills we need to develop to have a successful career in a particular area. In this sense, again, going for a job before your master's or your PhD can be the right choice. Also, after working for a few years, we may realize that this is probably not the right field for us. In this sense, doing a job can help you decide if you want to continue in this career path or you want to switch after a few years. Number 2, profile boost. Once you start working for a company, you will develop a lot of skills that are really appreciated and valuable in the industry. You will work on a lot of super cool and really practical projects. Most of the times in our undergrad, we work on projects that are kind of cool, but they may not be as practical as the projects that you'll be working on in a for-profit company. You can then talk about all these newly acquired skills and projects in your application for higher education, and a lot of universities really appreciate it. And this will definitely give your profile a little bit extra boost that can help you get a slightly better university. So in the larger scheme of things, a job can boost your overall profile. Number 3, switching careers. This is the most asked question. So let's say that you are an electrical engineer and you want to do MS in CS at some point. Now, either you can do a lot of computer science related coursework or projects in your undergrad, or you can go for a computer science job right after your undergrad, do that job for a couple of years, and then apply for MS in CS. Having experience in a particular field is a great way to make a good case for you in college applications. So yes, if you want to switch your jobs or if you want to switch your careers, having some work experience in the field that you want to switch to can be really good on your application. Number 4, saving for your masters. Let's be honest here. Master's programs are really expensive. So if you don't like to go in debt or you don't want to burden your parents and you don't want to depend on your parents to pay for your masters, you should do a job or you should work for a couple of years and you should save enough money before you apply and complete your master's degree. In this manner, you can do your master's degree in peace without having the burden or pressure of having a debt on your head. Number 5, supporting your family. This is something that gets overlooked all the time. A lot of us may need to support our families either financially or physically after our bachelor's degree. This is completely okay. So you should work for a few years while you can support your family and then apply for master's degree when everything is settled and stable. Finally, coming back to the story I told you in the beginning. Personally, I believe it's never about time or money. It's always about experiences. And being in graduate school is a great way to get exposed to new ideas. If you go to graduate school, you will meet a lot of interesting people who have really interesting life stories, and maybe, who knows, their life stories can inspire you, can influence your career in a direction that you never assumed or even imagined. So yeah, person A may have saved some time and money by going for a job right after their undergrad, but in the larger scheme of things, they may have missed out on some life-changing experiences. There is no right or wrong answer between the two paths. Both have their own pros and cons. And as I always say, in the end, you have to make a decision, you have to make a choice that you think best suits your career goals. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.